following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And happy July 2nd, everybody. Hope everyone was celebrated safely if you're watching in Canada, or we have a safe, happy holiday weekend here in the United States. As our replay now goes to August 11th, 1978, when we have the Boston Red Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers for you at noontime on a Thursday. The Red Sox have been the disappointment of disappointments, 57 and 55, but Jim Rice is kind of threatening for the Triple Crown. 38 homers, over 100 RBI, and is hitting .328. Larry Heisel for the Brewers is hitting .313. He is their best player, as they are 64 and 46. Even my math tells me this is game 111 for them. Milwaukee, I think, in most replays, would do very well in the American League East in 1978. In fact, they already have a 20-game winner. Imagine that. But today, it's Louis Tiant against Eddie Rodriguez next on Retro Sports Network. As Retro Sports Network, home of the Summer of Tokyo, presents Major League Baseball Replay 1978. Today, from Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, it is an American League East showdown between the Boston Red Sox and the first place Milwaukee Brewers. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Join us today at digital, the word T-O, dice.com. And Louis Tiant, hey, we're actually streaming today. How about that? Louis Tiant warming up. As we say, hello, Mr. Forsberg, how are you? Tiant making his 20th start of the year. He has 11 left after this. Is 8-9 with a 3.44 ERA. Louis is 37 years old. Has pitched against the Brewers once and shut them out. 9 innings, 6 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. His last time out was against the Brewers in Milwaukee, where he did all that. So overall, 159 and 2/3 innings. 145 hits, 12 homers, 68 runs, 61 earned. He's walked 31 and struck out 77. It is a coolish night in Boston for the middle of August, 74. Clear skies, and the winds are blowing out the center about 2 miles an hour. Or just enough to ruffle your hair. Here's a lineup for Milwaukee. Paul Molitor leads off at second base. Don Money is your DH. He'll bat second. Sal Bando at third will bat third. Larry Heisel is in left field. He'll clean up, and boy, is he ever cleaned up. No Cecil... I was going to say fielder, but that's the wrong one. Cecil Cooper. Ben Ogilvy's at first. He'll bat fifth. Sixto Lescano is in right. He'll go sixth. Robin Yount at short will bat seventh. Stormin Gorman Thomas in center is hitting .304. He'll bat eighth. And Charlie Moore is behind the plate. He will go ninth. Defensively for the Red Sox, Jim Rice. I'll tell you what his arm is a 6. Don't know what his range is off the top of my head. He's in left. Freddie Lynn at 10 and a 6 in center. Dwight Evans at 10 and an 8 in right field. Butch Hobson a 6 at third. Rick Burleson a 9 at short. Jerry Remy a 6 at second. And good to have the Boomer back in the lineup. George Scott is a 9 at first. Carlton Fisk is an 8 and a 7 behind the plate. And Louis Tiant is a 7. And so with all that, Tiant says he's ready. Paul Molitor steps in at .231. 5 homers and 38 RBI, his rookie year of 1978. Milwaukee in first. The Red Sox are 8.5 out as we start action this afternoon. And the pitch to Molitor is a liner to Scott, 1 out. Brings up Don Money at .271, 10 homers and 43 RBI. Money hit .293 in the real year. Pitch from Tiant. There's a ground ball to third. Hobson snap throw across the way. And there is 2 out. Don't spit on the computer run. Sal Bando hitting a Pontley 287. 7 homers and 42 RBI. So a comfortable night for Tiant and company here in the Back Bay. Bando grounds one foul third base side, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a liner to second. Remy's there. He'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, and no errors. The Brewers go down quietly in the first. Here come the Red Sox. And so Eduardo Rodriguez, who normally is a bullpen pitcher, is 4-1 with 3 saves and an ERA of 2.71. He throws the fastball at 87, and it tends to find the ground. This is his 5th start of the year. He will make 8 overall in his 2nd start against the Red Sox. Would you care to guess it was probably 4 days ago? So overall, in his 5 now appearances against Boston, 15 in the 3rd innings, 18 hits, 8 runs, but only 4 are earned. He has walked 7 and struck out 11. And was my hunch right? Yes. He did a start, and then he did a bullpen game. The start on the 5th in Milwaukee against Boston, 6 innings, 6 hits, a run was earned. He walked 2 and struck out 5. And having to be used in the pen, I wonder if that was my mistake. Actually, no, I don't think I did a Milwaukee-Boston game. A third of an inning, a hit, a run, it was earned, and a walk. In both appearances, he did not get a decision. So overall, 73 innings, 67 hits, 6 home runs, 30 runs in total, 22 earned. He's walked 22 and struck out 38. Yep, we're looking forward to it. Company tomorrow, and we'll get someplace nice on the holiday itself. I think I told you this. Sarah, born in West Germany. And she was born in the wee hours in the morning in Germany, which was technically the 3rd here in the States. So she gets 2 birthdays a year. So normally we do the fireworks in our city tomorrow, but obviously things are different this year, and so it ain't happening, McGee. Here's the lineup the Red Sox will send up. Rick Burleson is at short. He'll lead off. Jerry Remy will bat second and play second. Jim Rice is at third, or in left, and batting third. Carlton Fisk behind the plate cleans up. No Yaz in the lineup, although it is a righty, Rodriguez, on the mound. Freddie Lynn will bat 5th and play center field. Gary Hancock is the DH. He'll hit 6th. Dwight Evans in right will bat 7th. George Scott at first will bat 8th. Butch Hobson will play 3rd. He'll bat 9th, and Louis Tiant threw all of 15 pitches in the 1st. So it's Heisel in left. Thomas is 7 and a 4 in center. Lescano a 9 in right. We'll get you the missing numbers in a moment. Bando a 6 at 3rd. Yount an 8 at short. Molitor a 6 at 2nd. Ogilvie, again, no Cecil Cooper, a 4 at 1st. And Charlie Moore is a 5 and a 6 behind the plate. Rodriguez should not make an error, but his range is not very good. It's a 2. And so Burleson at 217, a rough year for Rick. 2 homers and 36 RBI. Rodriguez kicks and fires. Ground ball to 3rd. Bando across the way for the out. Heisel a 6 and a 4 in left. Lescano a 9 and an 8 in right. That'll bring up Jerry Remy at 305, a home run, and 41 RBI. Remy, one of the few years that he was actually healthy all the way through after being traded from the California Angels. Pitch, ball 4, and Remy's on with a walk. Out brings up Jim Rice, and if the season ended today, he would probably be the MVP. He's hitting .328 with 12 doubles, 10 triples, 38 home runs, and he's driven in 113. This is game 113 for the Red Sox. You got to figure they have 48 left after today because their chances of being in a one-game playoff are slim. Throw to first, Remy back. So, Crick Bob, our latest follower. Thank you very much, sir. Hope you enjoy. Pitch from Rodriguez, and Rice slaps out one to third. Bando to Molitor for one, over to Ogilvy. You can go around the horn, and that's what Rice does a lot, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. After one, Milwaukee won, Milwaukee nothing, Boston nothing. Larry Heisel, Ogilvy and Lescano to face Tiant here in the second. Larry at .313, 32 homers, and 77 RBI. Again, if it wasn't for Rice across the way, those are incredible numbers for the middle of August. Pitch to Heisel is a long drive to left and gone. And so Heisel, knowing that we were talking about him, pounds a home run into the screen. That's his 6th of the year against the Red Sox, and it's 1-0 Milwaukee. Here it is again. Tiant just left it over the plate, and all Rice could do is turn and watch it go. And the first place Brewers are up 1-0. Here's Ben Ogilvy, .264, 8 homers and 30 RBI. So, not surprising that Heisel touched him up. To right side, Scott. 1 out. Line drive. That was a howitzer right down to Scott, and he just got the glove up. Sixto Lescano at .268, 14 homers and 51 RBI. Tiant from the wind. And there's a ground ball to short. Burleson deep in the hole. Makes a good stop. Throws it over to first. 2 out. For Robin Yount, after missing part of the year as a holdout, he's back. .286, 7 homers, and 39 RBI. Louis deals, and there's a fly ball right center field. Evans will run in the alley to make the catch. Remy's last year, by the way, 1 run out being on the Heisel homer, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Milwaukee. Remy, I think, gave it up after 84. He played with injuries a long time. Got the job with cable and has been on TV ever since. Carlton Fisk at .289, 16 homers, 64 RBI. Yep, the Red Sox finally over 500. Pitch. Here's a fly ball to the left. Heisel back. 1 out. That wind, or what little is out there, is out to left at 2 miles an hour. Here's Freddie at .285. Lynn has 14 homers and 62 RBI. We were talking about the two-tone Red Sox hats yesterday, and there you go. Pitch to Lynn. There's a base hit left side. Heisel will pick it up, and Lynn has himself a single. So everybody's got a hit now. And so 1 out for Gary Hancock at 143. That's a whopping 1 for 7. No, he retired. And an RBI for Hancock. Yeah, you know, they're not terrible. They're certainly better than the pullovers, but you can't beat the classic blue. Throw to first, Lynn back. They're not playing for the bunt, are they? No. Hancock squares. Moore throws to Molitor covering, and the Red Sox actually do the sac bunt. So Lynn will move to second. Here's Dwight Evans at 214, 14 homers, and 51 RBI, sitting on a 12-game hitting streak. 2 outs, bottom of the second, no score between the Brewers and the Red Sox. Pitch to Dewey is a little ground ball. Molitor on the grass has to hurry over to first, and Dewey just doesn't possess that kind of speed. So the Red Sox strand a runner. Lynn is held on second. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. After 2, 1-0 Milwaukee. So, the Brewers have won 3 straight and hold a half-game lead over Baltimore. Yankees 2.5 back. They've lost 3 straight. Those 3 are pretty much interchangeable, but you gotta wonder, with that run differential now of 6, if the Yankees can hang tough. The Red Sox run differential 65, but their pitching is terrible. How you doing, Mr. Gardner? Mr. Gardner's loves most cards and dice games, but I don't think there's one that he's real fond of today. In the American League West, Kansas City by 1.5 over Texas and 2.5 over California. The Royals and Rangers run differential is even at 73. In the East, Philadelphia, if you missed us last night, beat the Pirates, and the lead is now 2.5, and the Dodgers beat San Francisco, and Cincinnati lost, and so that spread is now 3.5 games. Dodgers have the best run differential in baseball at plus 80. The Mets are the worst at minus 121. Thomas at 304. Gorman's has 26 homers and 76 RBI. Ball 4. So Charlie Moore at 277, 3 homers and 20 RBI. Thomas not a threat to steal. Pitch from Tiant, and Moore drops a bunt. Fisk will pick it up, throws it to Remy covering. Wow. And so the sack is good. Thomas goes to second, 1 out for Molitor. Molly's 0 for 1. So through 9 batters, Louis Tiant, 34 pitches, 2 1/3 innings. The home run to Heisel, that's the only hit. And he walked a batter. From the stretch. Into right center. Back goes Evans. He'll make the catch against the wall. And Thomas will run to third. So Milwaukee, an insurance run 90 feet away for Don Money, who's 0 for 1. Tiant gets his sign in the left side. Hobson should have it, and he does. In fact, he had to reach up in foul territory to make the catch. How about that? So the Brewers leave a runner on. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2.5 in the books. It's Milwaukee 1, Boston nothing. So Eduardo Rodriguez will face George Scott, Butch Hobson, and Rick Burleson here in the third. Scott at 229, only 4 home runs and 28 RBI. In the left center, Thomas rides the Schwinn and he makes the catch. That'll bring up Hobson hitting 240. 11 homers and 52 RBI. And this one's a base hit left side. Heisel will pick it up, and Hobson has a single. So the second hit for the Sox. And that'll bring up Burleson, who's 0 for 1. Rodriguez through his first 9. Well, reads a lot like Tiant's, except the home run. 34 pitches, 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, and a walk, which was not Burleson. And the Rooster sends that one down the line at first. Ogilvie will pick it up, takes it to the bag himself for the out. So Hobson moves into scoring position. 2 out for Remy, who drew the walk his first time up. Rice on deck, and he grounded into a double play. Ground ball to first. Ogilvy will do it again. He'll pick it up by the cut of the grass, walk it over, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. After 3, it's the Brewers 1, the Red Sox nothing. So Bando, Heisel, and Ogilvy to face Tiant here in the 4th. Batting average-wise, if you're a lefty, Williamsburg out in right field is not your friend. -2 in the average and -21 for the home runs. You really got to hook it down that line, down the pesky pole if you want to hit one out. Righties, however, love the monster. Kind of like the way that Dave Gardner loves the New York Rangers this morning. +15 on the batting average and +40% on the home runs. Bando's 0 for 1. And there's a liner to left. Rice is there. And he makes the catch for the out. 1 away. So Heisel is only 1 home run off his season pace. He had 34 in real life, and that one tonight was his 33rd. Tiant delivers. This one's in the left, but will stay in the yard. Rice is there. 2 out. Ogilvy's 0 for 1. So right now, the only mistake of the ball game. Yep, twice for Rice. I would say he's a San Francisco treat, but he's from South Carolina, where nothing could be finer. Pitch to Ogilvy. There's a pop-up, and we're going to make this, no, it's going to go foul. And somebody eating a slice of pizza from Beverly, Massachusetts made that catch. So the count is full. Ogilvy waits for the pitch. Into center field. Back goes Lynn. That's going to be long gone off the wall. Ogilvy is going to go for 3. Nope, that's gone. That is long gone. That was trouble. I thought that might have hit the wall, but that's over the grate in center field, and it's 2-0 Milwaukee. And for the former Red Sox and Ogilvy, that's his 9th of the year. Where the heck is that marker there? Anyway, so Lynn, you're not going to get that one. It's about 400 feet out to dead center with a 15-foot wall. And it's 2-0 Brewers. So here's Lescano, who's 0 for 1. Pitch from Tiant. Struck him out. First one of the ball game. He swung on and missed at the 84-mile-an-hour fastball. But the home run from Ogilvy doubles the Brewers' lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. It's the Brewers 2, the Red Sox nothing. So Rice, Fisk, and Lynn. And Jim Ed grounded into a double play his first time up. Jimmy's sitting on an 8-game hitting streak. The pitch, making a 9-game hitting streak as he punches that one into left field for a single. And the Red Sox had the tying run at the plate for Fisk, who's 0 for 1. Such a baby face on Pudge there, isn't it? Lynn on deck. Nobody out. Throw to first. Rice is back. Rice isn't going anywhere. Rodriguez fiddles with the ball. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Into right. Lescano going back, but that's going to be caught at the base of the wall for the first out. Rice will scamper back. And that brings up Lynn, who singled his first time up. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Brewers. They'd left 1 runner on. The Red Sox, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. And they've left 2. Throw to first. Rice is back. Not going to steal, but he's back. Pitch to Lynn. There's a ground ball to third. Bando's only play is to first. Ogilvy, can he stay on the bag? Yes, he can. So 2 out on the fielder's choice. So Rice will move to second. Gary Hancock's going to have to swing here. He sack bunted his first time up. Runner goes, ground ball up the middle. Molitor behind the bag over to Ogilvy, and that will retire the side. So the Red Sox strand a runner. I didn't either. We go to the 5th. Milwaukee 2, Boston nothing. I'm sure he was on the Pawtucket shuttle in '78. Certainly that picture you see, well, it's Louis Tiant at the moment, is not from 1978 because they had the blue hat. So Robin Yount 0 for 1. Thomas and Moore to follow. Pitch from Tiant. Ball 4. So here's Thomas. He walked his first time up. Yount really not a threat to steal. And Thomas drags the bunt down again. Fisk will pick it up. He throws to Remy covering for the out. So Milwaukee playing small ball, although both of the runs have come on solo shots. Charlie Moore at 277. Oh, no, he's bunted his last time up. So 2 sacrifice bunts for the Brewers. So Yount on second, 1 out. Top the 5th. Moore in the left center field. Yount will score. Moore will hold at second. That was an easy double, and Moore is in standing. It's 3-0 Milwaukee. So the Brewers have 3 hits, and out of that, they've scored 3 times. Here's Molitor. He's 0 for 2. So Tiant threw 18 batters, 64 pitches, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits. The solo shots by Heisel and Ogilvy. He has walked 2 and struck out 1. Pitch to Molitor is in the left center. Back goes Lynn. He'll make the catch. Moore will tag and hold. And there's 2 out. Well, actually, I have a summary to show you. How about that? Don Money's 0 for 2. So we take the holiday weekend off starting after this ball game. But the good news is we'll have 5 games for you starting Monday at noon. We'll go lunchtime all week next week. So lots of 78 baseball for your dancing and dining pleasure. Wind is stopped. I don't plan on being home on the 4th of July. Something about it being my wife's birthday. So 2 out. Here's Money. Pitch to Don. Strike 3. Tiant got him to swing and a miss on an 85-mile-an-hour fastball on an 0-2 count. And that'll do. 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors. We're halfway home. How about that? Time for the commercial. 3-0 Milwaukee. I want to know how a cat hair got in my water glass. It's not my color hair, and it's not Sarah's color hair. And yes, it's her birthday, not his. We do play baseball on my birthday, but I don't know if we'll live stream on my birthday or not. Maybe the ABC banner put it. It's possible. You know, the CBS banner hasn't shown up yet. Anyhow, here's how we got here. Larry Heisel, a solo shot to deep left, was his 33rd of the year. 1-0 Milwaukee in the second. Ben Ogilvie in the fourth made it 2-0 on his 9th of the year. And then Charlie Moore doubled home Robin Yount to make it 3-0. Eddie Rodriguez, 3 hits through 4, pitching very well with a walk. Louis Tiant, 3 hits through 5, and 2 of them have left the yard. Oh, well, that's not true. The Red Sox are only 8.5 back. Yes, George Steinbrenner's birthday was the 4th of July. Also, both of us have a grandfather that was born on the 4th of July. And no, it's not the same person. Dwight Evans is 0 for 1. He's still sitting on a 12-game hitting streak. Pitch to Dewey is a ground ball to third. Bando to first for the out. So, as I said, 5 games next week. And then the wife's on vacation, so it's kind of catch as catch can. Here's Scott. George is at the Boomers 0 for 1. But we will be able to proceed at least a couple days that week. We'll see. Pitch to the Boomer. Popped up. Molitor looks up. Makes the catch just on the cut of the grass. 2 out. Here's Hobson. But oh, apparently I said something. This is August 11th. Friday night. 1978. Hobson's 1 for 1. Singled his first time up, and this time he'll strike out. He swung on and missed a 1-2 pitch for strike 3. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Milwaukee 3, Boston nothing. Like Brian Keith said in the Hallelujah Trail, Steinbrenner was a taxpayer and a good Republican. Amongst other things. Dave Winfield would probably disagree with that. Bando was 0 for 2. It's Sal, then Heisel and Ogilvie, the home run hitters, to follow. Pitch to Sal is a little nubber down to first. Scott picks it up on the turf, flips it over to Tiant for the out. 1 out. So Heisel hit his 33rd of the year in the second. 3-0 Milwaukee, top the 6th. Pitch. Struck him out. Heisel, I think, was looking for something off speed, and Tiant gave him the fastball on a 2-2. And so that's the 3rd for Louis, and 2 out for Ogilvie, who homered to dead center in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Ogilvie, fouls it off of Carlton Fisk's mask, and Pudge has got to come out. So Pudge is holding his jaw. So Bob Montgomery, speaking of television, is now in the ball game. Montgomery was the last batter to use just the hat at the plate. Yes, the Red Sox were nice to the Brewers, gave them Ogilvie and Cooper. And who did we get in return? How have they done since Bob Lemon took over? I don't know off the top of my head. They haven't been red hot. I mean, they got out of the gate red hot. But no team in baseball, July 25th, so it's only been a couple weeks. But in this replay, Steinbrenner wouldn't have fired him. Ogilvie's 1 for 2. Rub some dirt on it. Dick McAuliffe for Ogilvie, George Scott, and Carbo, I think, for Cooper. Okay. Well, that would make sense since Scott came back. Ugh. The Red Sox did not cover themselves in clover in that deal. Pitch to Ogilvie. Struck him out. Tiant got him. So an 0-2 breaking ball was swung on and missed. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's still 3-0 Brewers. I don't think I can tell from here. No, I don't. I can't tell from here. So Rodriguez threw 18 batters, 60 pitches, 5 innings, 3 hits, a walk and a strikeout. Burleson is 0 for 2. From the wind, and there's a base hit right center field. Lescano will cut it off. Burleson's on with a single. And nobody out for Remy, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. The Yankees have not held a sizable lead in the division, so they've all kind of flopped around, the Orioles, the Brewers, and the Yankees. And the Sox would need to close probably 35-15 to even have a chance. 35 wins from 57 would give them 93, and that might not even be enough. Pitch to the Ren Dog is a fly ball to right. Lescano is there. Burleson scampers back. 1 out for Rice. Rice is singled and grounded into a double play. Yankees went 41-15 from August 5th to the end. Well, I'll tell you what the problem is with the Yankees. Well, they've lost. To be honest with you, they haven't played well. And they're under 500 at home. They're 28-30. Meanwhile, the Red Sox struggle on the road. In the division, the Yankees are 31-25 and 9-5 in extra inning games. Pitch to Rice. There's a ground ball to short. Yount, Demolitor for 1 over to Ogilvie, and yada, yada, yada. 6, 4, 3. We go to the 7th. No runs, a hit, no errors. The Red Sox don't strain anybody. It's 3-0 Milwaukee. So Lescano was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Yount and Thomas, the batters here in the top of the 7th. Tiant at 83 pitches through 6. Starts the 7th with a fly ball to center field. Lynn will move over. 1 out. Brings up Yount. 0 for 1. Walked and scored. Wrong time of the year to be sliding backwards for sure. There's a ground ball to Scott. Takes it to the bag himself from deep in the hole. 2 out. The surprising thing about the Yankees, in my view, is that they're under 500 at home. They always played well at Yankee Stadium, especially with that short porch and right. Thomas is walked and bunted. He does not have an at bat. Tiant's pitch. Gorman, left field. Rice, gone. So 4-0 Milwaukee as Gorman Thomas made that one count. Hits that one right down the line and left. And so the crowd here at Fenway is silent, and yet that would be very hard to finish that 41-15 finish. So Charlie Moore doubled home a run in the 5th in his lone counting at bat. He also has a sac bunt, so he's 1 for 1. Tiant delivers into the right side. Remy, a long run on the grass, makes the great catch. John Kiley with that tune. Bob Montgomery at 138 with an RBI. Nice mutton chops there, Bob. Yeah, the Red Sox, Larry, just aren't. You got to have some offense. I mean, Tion's held the Brewers to 4 hits, but 3 of those 4 have left the yard. Pitch to Monty is a base hit right field. He's going for 2. The throw to Yount, not in time. So really, when you've got the Guns of Navarone out there at the plate and Bob Montgomery has the extra base hit, something tells you something screwy in Denmark. So here's Freddie Lynn. He's got a single. He's 1 for 2. Line drive right to Rodriguez. 1 out. Do I have to hit Gary Hancock? Yes, because it's his 3rd plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. 1 out. Also has a sacrifice bunt. There's a ground ball to Molitor in the hole over to Ogilvie covering the bag. And it gets away! It got away. The throw was in the dirt and Hancock's on with an error. And Montgomery scores all the way from second. And the Red Sox are on the board. So gutsy double for Montgomery, who scores on the error by Molitor. And it's 4-1. Here's Evans. Dewey is 0 for 2. He is still sitting on a 12-game hitting streak. The pitch. Base hit left center field. Hancock will hold at second. Evans is on first. And the Red Sox have the tying run at the plate in George Scott. Scott is 0 for 2. Rodriguez has only thrown 87 pitches. He can go around 105. Scott has some pop. Moore and Rodriguez change the signs around. Scott popped up right side. Ogilvie's there for the out. In fact, it was an infield fly rule. Hancock slower than molasses going uphill in January. Yep. 2 out for Hobson. Station-to-station baseball for sure. Hobson has singled and struck out. Ball 4. So the bases are juiced for Burleson. So now you don't really care about Hancock's speed. Any base runner will score him. Rick 1 for 3 with a single through 27 batters. Rodriguez 95 pitches. 6 2/3 innings. No earned runs, by the way. 6 hits. Has walked 2 and struck out 1. So here's Ricky. I'm sure he'd love to be called that. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Bando to Molitor at the second base bag, and that will retire the side. Gosh, the Red Sox leave him loaded. Isn't that a shock? After 7, they do get on the board on 2 hits in the air by Molitor. We go to the 8th, 4-1 Milwaukee. So it's Molitor, Money, and Bando to face Tiant here in the 8th. Through 27 batters, Tiant 96 pitches, 7 innings. 4 hits, but 3 of those 4 have left the yard. Heisel, Ogilvie, and Thomas. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. The pitch. Liner up the middle. Lynn is there. 1 out. So Money 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 4 runs, 4 hits, an error for the Brewers. They have stranded 2. The Red Sox 1 run, 6 hits, no errors, and they have stranded 6. From the wind, Money, ground ball, Burleson by the bag at second, makes the stop, throws it over to first to retire him. So 2 out for Bando, who was 0 for 3. Tiant could go the route here. And Bando is hit by the pitch. Bando looks out at Tiant, flips the bat, got him in the ribs. How you doing, Captain Carl? So here's High Sal. He slammed his 33rd of the year in the second. 1 for 3. The home run and the strikeout. 4-1 Milwaukee, 2 out, top the 8th. Again, Montgomery and Tiant have a few words. High Sal draws the walk. So much for the complete game route here. So Ben Ogilvy, 1 for 3, solo shot to dead center in the 4th, 2 out. We'll stay with Louie. And again they go out. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. So he got him on an 0-2 swing, and it's 79, and that will retire the side. The Brewers strand 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Milwaukee 4, Boston 1. Bill Castro, Kenny's brother from another mother, is on the hill. This is his 21st appearance. He is 3-0 with 5 saves and an ERA of 2.42. Against the Red Sox, he's only thrown a third of an inning and allowed a hit. And this is his 3rd time out there. He last pitched against the Yankees on the 11th. Or on the 8th, rather. An inning and a third and a strikeout. So 26 innings, 21 hits. No home runs allowed. 8 runs, 7 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 11. And is a ground ball, fastball pitcher. Yeah, Milwaukee or Baltimore in most replays will win this division. Milwaukee starting pitching is incredible. Larry Sorensen is a 20-game winner. Today's the 11th of August. 20-4 with an ERA of 2.28. Bill Travers is not pitching all that well. But you're looking at least 3 15-game winners. The problem is the Brewers' bullpen isn't very good. And, of course, the Orioles would win it in 79 and won 180 and didn't win. And the Orioles and Brewers were steady Eddie teams for sure. Remy 0 for 2 with a walk as we start the bottom of the 8th. Castro trying to get a 6-out save. Pitch. And there's a ground ball to Molitor deep in the hole over to first for the out. Jim Rice is grounded into 2 double plays. You'd think it was 1984 or something like that. He is 1 for 3 with a single. And he has hit 38 home runs on the year. Pitch. Struck him out. Castro got him to swing on a bad pitch out of the zone at 80. And that'll bring up Montgomery, who doubled and scored the lone run in the 7th. Yeah, we don't go there. That's how you get banned. But I'm sure you're right. Jim Rice is my all-time favorite player. Which just goes to show that every rose has its thorn. Pitch to Monty is a base hit right side. So would you believe that Bob Montgomery, who is filling in for the injured Carlton Fisk, would have 2 hits? Fisk took a foul ball off the mask earlier. Here's Lynn. Fred's 1 for 3 with a single. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jamie. Just kind of goes to show you, big clue, that baseball is a funny game. Pitch to Lynn, ball 4. So, we will not hit Gary Hancock. We will pinch hit for Captain Carl Yastrzemski. At 295, 14 homers and 59 RBI, and he is the tying run. Yep, it is when guys like Don Mossy can get their face on a trading card. Joe Splotnick, there you go. So Yaz waves the bat back and forth. Montgomery on second, Lynn on first. Yaz the tying run at the plate. Castro's pitch. Ground ball right up the middle. Castro snares it. Throws to Ogilvy, and the side is retired. Yep, it's a 70s Red Sox game for sure. No runs, 1 hit. The Sox string 2 more after 8. Milwaukee 4, Boston 1. So Lezcano, Yount, and Thomas to at least start against Tiant. Sixto is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Pitch. Got him. A 1-2 changeup, and Lezcano looked at strike 3. So that's 6 for Louie. Brings up Robin Yount. Has walked and scored. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Into right center. Lynn is there. And there's 2 out. So Gorman Thomas, his home run came in the 7th. It's kind of like binary here. You got 8 bits, you got 4 ones and 4 zeros. So Thomas has walked, sack bunted. Yes, he sacrificed bunted and hit the home run. So Tiant, trying to go the route here, delivers. And there's a line drive to left. Rice is there, and that will retire the side. So we go to the 9th. The Red Sox need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Billy Castro on the mound to face Dwight Evans, George Scott, and Butch Hobson. Evans, that was a 13-game hitting streak. 1 for 3 with a single. After the ball game, we'll play the rest of the day in baseball. See if Lorenzo shows up for that part. Pitch to Evans is a base hit left field. Heisel will pick it up. So Dewey is 2 for 4. And the Brewers dip into their pen again, this time to face or for Bob McClure. McClure making his 20th appearance of the year. He's 0-5 with 3 saves. And this is a save situation. ERA of 3.38. Against the Red Sox, this is appearance number 4. 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits. A run it was earned. He has struck out 3. He throws it hard at 95. Fastball pitcher does not favor the fly ball or the ground ball. The last time out was 9 days ago against the Orioles. Went 2/3 of an inning. Allowed 3 hits. A run it was earned, and he walked a man. So in 29 1/3 innings, he's allowed 20 hits, 3 home runs, 12 in total, 11 earned. He has walked 14 and struck out 19. He has not faced the Red Sox since April. The Boomer is 0 for 3. Pitch struck him out. So 1 out, tipped in the glove of Charlie Moore. He took something off it. Scott was thinking fastball, they got a changeup instead. And 1 out for Hobson, who was 1 for 2. He has walked and struck out. Top of the lineup coming up, Burleson on deck. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and so Rick Burleson now becomes the tying run. He is 1 for 4. McClure, in real life, a 3.74 ERA, 9 saves, with a 2-6 record. So George Bamberger is starting to sweat on a cool night in Fenway, 62 degrees and clear. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. So Burleson swung on and missed at that 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and that brings up Jerry Remy. And we look to see who can hit a lefty. And we'll pinch hit Frank Duffy. Jim Rice on deck. Duffy at 228, no homers, and 5 RBI. He has walked 6 times and struck out 9. So Duffy trying to get this one done to get the game to Rice, who could be the winning run, on deck. I don't know where he is. Yesterday we had the snafu and didn't start, but he wasn't there last night, and I'm surprised he wasn't there today. He'll give me grief on Monday that I wasn't there. Pitch to Duffy, and there's a base hit left field. Evans will score. Hobson will stop at third. Duffy on first, and here is Jim Rice. His brother isn't very good, Big Clue. His sister's up from Arizona to help take care of him, so I imagine that's part of it. So Jim Rice has grounded into 2 double plays, has struck out and singled. It's a 4-2 ball game. Duffy the tying run, and Rice the winning run. And so everybody's up at Fenway Park. McClure, from the stretch, delivers. Ball 4. And now you've got maybe the most unlikely hero of them all in Bob Montgomery. Oy vey. Have I got anybody else? And the answer is I could use Fred Kendall as a catcher if I need to. But wait, we get a new pitcher coming in. Randy Stein will come in to get the last out, if you're a Brewer fan. What a spot for Randy Stein, making his 21st appearance of the year. He's 1-2 with an ERA of 5.08. Against the Red Sox, he has made his only start of the year. This will be his 6th appearance overall. 12 1/3 innings, 12 hits. 6 runs, 6 earned, 6 walks, and 9 strikeouts. He is 0-1 against Boston, as McClure has indeed laid another egg. His last time out was a 4 innings against Boston. I'm assuming that's I'm not going to assume anything. You know what happens when you assume? You get banned. So thank you, Sosna72, for getting banned. Anyway, you know what happens when you assume. I forget how far I'd even gotten with this. 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned on the 6th against the Red Sox in Milwaukee, with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Overall, 44 1/3 innings, 54 hits, 6 home runs, 26 in total, 25 earned. He's walked 22 and struck out 27. So Bob Montgomery, who's living the life of Riley, is 2 for 2. And again, we take a look. Who can hit a righty? Well, Brohammer can. But Montgomery can do better. So Monty will stay in the game. Tying run is Duffy on second. Rice the winning run on first. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, 4-2 Milwaukee. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. And Randy Stein does the job. So the Red Sox leave him loaded in the 9th. And Milwaukee will win this one 5-4. So Louis Tiant throws a 4-hitter And in some of the dumbest luck you'll ever see, 3 of those left the park. 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error for Milwaukee. 2 runs, 9 hits, and God knows how many. I think they stranded 11 runners for Boston. Rodriguez gets the win. 7 innings, 6 hits, an unearned run. He walked 2 and struck out 1. Bill Castro kind of pooped the bed. Actually, Castro pitched well. Bob McClure gets the hold, and Stein strikes out the lone batter he faced. Nope, Tion isn't lighting a cigar up with Red Auerbach after that loss. El Tiante goes to 8-10. The Red Sox fall to 9 back. Arg. All right, a busy Friday in baseball. The lone doubleheader, Oakland and Minnesota. So let's play the rest of the day. Tion is no Louis Tion, that's for sure. Montreal 3, Chicago 1. Ross Grimsley goes to 15-7. Kenny Holtzman takes a loss. He goes to 0-5 since being traded from the Yankees. Warren Cromartie hits his 7th of the year and drives in 2. Cleveland 7, Texas 3. Rick Waits goes to 9-10. John Matlack takes the loss. He goes to 14-4. Gary Alexander hits his 12th of the year. He goes 2 for 4. The Cardinals shut out the Mets in 14. 3-0. Schultz gets the win. Juan Berenguer takes the loss. George Hendrick. Todd B will be ashamed of himself. Hendrick hit a game-winning home run earlier this week. 3 for 6, 2 RBI, and 2 doubles. The Phillies beat the Pirates 5-4. Steve Carlton goes to 13-9. Grant Jackson takes the loss. Dave Parker in the loss drives in all 4 Pirate runs. He hits 2 homers and goes 4 for 4. Doubleheader in Minnesota. Oakland beats the Twins 4-0 in Game 1. Rick Langford beats Jeff Zahn to get the win, but they split as Minnesota beats Oakland in Game 2 9-2. Jackson with a win, Broberg with a loss. Disco Dan Ford goes 2 for 4 with a triple. Yankees beat Baltimore 3-1. Catfish Hunter goes to 3-4. Denny Martinez goes to the 13-10. Willie Randolph 3 for 5. Yep. I think they have the backing for a team in Montreal. I think it's a case of, do they take Tampa or do they get an expansion team? You saw what the Red Sox did. We won't talk about that. Toronto beats Kansas City. So Texas gets a reprieve. Tom Murphy goes to 5-4. Dennis Leonard goes to 17-5. Bob Baylor 3 for 4 with the triple, or with the stolen base. The Tigers beat the White Sox 7-1. Jack Bellingham, we were talking about him yesterday, goes to 7-10. And Britt Burns 0-1. Ron LaFleur hits his 9th of the year. Houston 10, Atlanta 1. Joe Negro goes to 10-6. Larry McWilliams goes to 1-4. And Wilbur Howard goes 3 for 3. Houston pounds out 16 hits. From Dodger Stadium, the Dodgers 5, the Giants 4. Another extra inning classic. Yep. Yeah, that's true. 14 innings. Charlie Huff gets the win. Williams takes a loss. Bill Russell 3 for 6 with a double. The Dodgers pound out 19 hits. And they gain a game in the standings because San Diego beat Cincinnati in 10, 7-6. Bob Shirley, if you jest, goes to 9-7. Manny Sarmiento takes the loss. Dave Winfield goes 5 for 6. The Padres pound out 20 hits in that one. California and Nolan Ryan lose to Seattle 5-4. Bo McLaughlin goes to 3-3. Ryan falls to 8-12. Buzzy Bavasi says Houston can have him. Goodwin, his 2nd homer of the year, and drove in 2. Big Clue hopes that Ray Kroc chokes on his victory. Maybe the next time you go to McDonald's, you can ask for a hula burger, and they'll go, "What the hell are you talking about?" And so there you have it. That's the scoreboard for a pre-holiday weekend. When we are back with you on Monday, it'll be the Orioles and the Yankees from Baltimore. And so as we leave you for the holiday weekend, here are the standings. The Phillies, a 3.5 game lead over Pittsburgh. The Dodgers, 4.5 over Cincinnati, and 7 ahead of San Diego. In the American League, Milwaukee, a 1.5 over Baltimore, 2.5 over New York, and the Red Sox are moving to Washington. And in the West, Kansas City, a 1.5 over Texas, 2.5 over California, and 5.5 over the Twins. Be kind to each other. Don't play with fireworks. We want to see you all with the same limbs that you started the weekend with when we do it again on Monday. I hope you enjoy it. And so I will talk to you then. Have a good weekend, everybody. Monday at noon for the Orioles and the Yankees right here on Retro Sports Network. Be safe. Happy 4th.